Jaguars. Oh, yeah. How y'all doing tonight? Hey, I figured I'd do this video, right? Because since I'm about to take this hiatus, right? I did the vote yesterday about how I should go about doing this book. So from what I looked at, I gotta go with the Jaguar team. Everybody was saying that, hey, left side, go ahead and take a break. One person even said that I had enough material up there already where people can go back and view the videos. To the person in the comment section who asked me about how you could donate to the Patreon, I'll leave that in the description box. And I believe you asked me what's the difference between the material on the channel and the Patreon. Well, to be honest with you, I don't have no material on the Patreon right now. That's just the way you can donate to the channel for, you know, the book and everything, because all of that stuff is going to take money, far as publishing the book, artwork. Well, yours truly, I'm doing the artwork. Like, I'm doing the cover for the book. I'm doing the graphics inside the book. So I'm taking care of all of that type of stuff. So yeah, so if you want to donate to the Patreon, to that person who left that comment, I saw it today when I was going through my my comments, because I do that every day. I take time to read the comments. So to that person, that's how you can do that. Like, you just go to the Patreon. I'll leave that in the description box. So I was looking at the comments and, you know, just taking everything into consideration, what the people were saying. And thank you for the advice, you know, and the majority rules in this case. So the majority said left side, take a break. Most people put 2. They left 2 up. So therefore, I think I'm going to have to take the break to do this book. I was at the library today working on it. Actually, I have it with me right now. This is the my notebooks that I'm writing. I got notes, man. I got video lectures like I haven't even spoke about. Like, I write down like talking points. You see, like during the day and stuff, when I be getting insights, I keep my notebook with me and I jot all of this stuff down, because I be getting insights like that. So I have to, sometimes, like, I'll get an insight and forget what it was, and I'll be like, ah, God, bring that back to me. And then he always brings it back, so I don't even worry about it. So yeah, this is my notebook. I draw on everything. So this is my notebook. This is why I'm writing the book. I use that notebook, and this is my the notebook where I'm actually writing the book in. I don't know if you can see that. That's just human prison bars, us versus them. Like, I love to draw, so I'm doing the artwork for the book. This is the material. When I write, I do front and back. That's how I do it. And then I highlight. Like, I got a lot of different things I'm highlighting. So I ain't gonna show y'all all of it. I can't show you all of it, but this notebook is almost completed. Just know that. The book, writing books is actually fun. It's kind of different from like doing the videos. And the reason it is, the challenging part about it is not the information. It's how I want to say it. So I just be sitting there like brainstorming, like, how do I want to put this paragraph together? Because how I'm doing the book, I'm trying to, like, I don't want it to be wordy and complicated to understand. That's been a challenging part. Like, I just want the information to be impactful. When you hear it, it's like, you get it, and you get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, It don't have to be so verbose and everything, just real straight to the point like I do these videos, you know, because I want people of all age groups to be able to understand this writing. Because when I put this book out, I want it to be like the Bible of this type of information. That's my point of doing this human prison bar book. It's going to have the 6 laws that governs the human prison bar system in it. And you Jaguars, you the ones who told me that I need to dedicate a chapter to each one of those 6 laws. So that in itself, that's a lot of writing, man. I'm telling y'all this. But hey, somebody got to do it, and I have to do it. So I'm gonna have to take some time out to do this book. There's no way around it. But I said to myself, if I'm gonna leave them with something, this is like a farewell video until I come back. And I said to myself, if I'm gonna leave the Jaguars with something, I gotta leave them with something good till I come back. So what I want to talk about tonight is what it all boils down to. I was saying to myself, if I had to tell them one final thing, what would I tell them? And the spirit, it dropped this into my spirit. And what it all boils down to, 3 things. Number 1, sex, ego, and money. That's what this whole life boils down to. When you think about everything, it all boils down to sex, ego, and money. Sex, because everything revolves around sex. When you walk outside of your house in the morning and you're looking at the world in front of you, excuse me. When you're looking at the world in front of you, actually what you are seeing is sex. The moving of birds flying back and forth, squirrels chasing each other. Mind you, and whenever you see a squirrel chasing another squirrel, that's a male squirrel chasing a female, trying to get a nut, like they say. And especially in the springtime, when you see the bees flying around, all of that is just sex. Even when it's raining, that's nothing but sex taking place. Because the rain is like a sexual process of fertilization. The rainwater, the sunlight, that's sex. That's sex. Sunlight, rainwater, and the soil. Those 3 things come together and it creates a plant that produces fruit, which is even more sex because every fruit has a seed in it. So after a bird eats I don't have to go through that with you all. Like after a bird eats a fruit, it shits whatever it ate, and the seeds that's in the bird mess goes into the ground, and it continues the process of life. So actually, when you go outside, it's like you looking at a pornography. Literally, everything is pornography. When you go outside, you're just looking at the world around you. It's just pornography. We don't call it pornography, but that's exactly what it is. When you see men and women holding hands and walking to and fro, or you go into a Starbucks and it's men on their laptops and it's females on their laptops, and of course men and women seeing each other. So all day when you see men and women around each other, they sending sexual chemistry back and forth to each other. As under the radar as it seems, that's exactly what's taking place. So it's no way around the fact that, number 1, everything boils down to sex. Then the ego. What does the ego comes in? The ego comes into place because in order to have sex, you have to appear to be sexy enough to be chosen by the opposite sex. it goes without saying. So everybody got egos, and from the egos, there goes the competition, the battle of the sexes, and the battle of men competing with other men, and women, competition within females to be selected by the top choice men who make the most money, because they want to be, they want to feel secured that they have a man who's going to take care of them and the kids that they have. Like basic one-on-one things you already understand. So then the money aspect. And again, it goes without saying, money will give you everything you need in this life. You know, people say money can't buy you happiness and this, that, and the other. But I beg to differ, because in this artificial world, you telling me money can't buy you love in this artificial world? To hell with that. Whoever said money can't buy you love, they lying to you. Because number one, love is a conditional thing anyway. It's not an unconditional thing. When you loving somebody else, automatically off the bat, it's based on a condition. And the condition is, number one, first of all, an emotion. The fact you got to have an emotion to love someone, that means off the bat, it is based upon a condition. Then I did a red light edition, and I was speaking about you are literally holding on by your skin. The person you so much in love with, if they didn't have skin, you wouldn't be in love with them. So the skin is what you are attracted to. So love is just skin deep, as I explained in the red light edition. So you can get out of there with that. You can get out of here with that love. You can't buy love and all of that shit. Now, what you can't buy is the truth. The truth is something that comes to you by you rejecting this world. And when you seek wisdom and understanding, the spirit will give it to you. Okay? But as far as this world goes, like I've said before, it don't require any of this left side of the brain information to live and exist in this world. To be a part of this sex, ego, and money game, you don't need a left side of the brain channel. Only thing you need is money, and that automatically gives you sex, and that's automatically a ego booster for just about anybody, especially those who worship money like it's sunlight, like it's everything. So it goes without saying that when you're living outside of the truth, it's pretty much nothing left except sex, ego, and money. Like, when you're not looking at the left side of the brain channel, everything else outside of this type of information, you're just dealing with sex, ego, and money. That's it. And those three things is all fleshly. You do not need any type of spiritual insight to engage in sex, ego, and money. Animals can do that. Except animals don't engage in money. They can only engage in basically sex. I don't even think animals have egos. They compete, they fight to mate and to eat. You know, like in a lion prod, the alpha male lion, he's the first one to eat, to partake in the kill, the fresh kill. Like if they kill a gazelle, the alpha lion, he's the first one to eat, and everybody else, they get in where they fit in. So, having said that, this type of information is not for those who are only seeking those three things. That's what the HPB world is about. Sex, ego, and money, and acceptance. You have to do what they require in order to participate into their world system. So to participate in a world system basically means give up all of this stuff that you hear about on the left side of the brain channel and just wake up, put your shirt on, put your tie on, put your pants leg on, put your right leg in your right pants leg and put your left leg in your left pants leg, pull your pants up, zip your pants up, button your pants, put a belt on, kiss your wife on the cheek, and go out in there in the world. You can have it. Simple as that. It don't require any effort on your part, because in this world of sex, ego, and money, it's already planned out. The streets already paved out. The light bill, gas bill, you know what to do to go get some gas. You know what to do to get a woman, flash some money. Here, I got money, I got money, I got money. It's so simple, man. It's so simple, especially for a female, because she is at the receiving end of the money. She is at the receiving end of the men who are competing with her, for her. Only thing she got to do is, yeah, I want you. You ain't got enough money, so I don't want you. Yeah, I'll give you a chance, but I got this man and this man in case you don't work out. So, especially for a woman, they got it really made in this world. But for a man, if you don't got the right, makeup, I don't mean like mascara, but the right makeup, the right height, the right physical appearance, and if you broke, hey, you can forget it. You may as well turn to this left side of the brain information. No pun intended. No pun intended. You may as well turn to this information, because in this world, man, if you don't got what it takes to impress these people, and if you're not willing to kiss ass, then you won't make it out here. But if you're willing to do those things, this world is yours. But it's a clause to it. You sell your soul to this world and you lose out on this higher information. This is not my information. I would rather be a chosen one than being a chosen one by them. Trivial humans establishing mayhem. I would rather be a chosen one within the kingdom of the united souls. That's where it counts. Because everything that they are into is going to fade away. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna read I don't have the law of novelty written down yet. But that's the part I have to put in the book. But everything in a world, it has a novelty to it. And it diminishes. As fast as they get it, as quick as it diminishes. As soon as they get it in their hand, it's already out of their hand. I'm gonna give you an example. The things in this world is temporary. Have you ever went inside of a QT? You know that gas station called the QT? And they have like the frozen drink machines? Anyway, the Spirit gave me a lesson. I was at one of those frozen drink machines. You know, the ones that go around like this? And it has like the different flavors like mango, banana, strawberry banana. So anyway, I noticed that every time I go in there, right, I'll go take a lid. I don't get a cup, but I'll take a lid. You know the lid they have that you put on top and it got a little opening where you can put the straw in. But what I do, I'll take the lid and I get I'll pull that lever thing and I'll get a little bit of whatever flavor I want to taste. So I'll drink it out of the top of the lid. And I noticed something. when I drink it inside of the store, it tastes better than when I actually purchase it. If I go in there and taste test, I'll be like, yeah, I want to buy one of these. But you know, as soon as I buy one, it don't even taste the same. It's like because I brought it, I don't want it no more. But when I was in there thinking about getting it, when it wasn't mine, when I was just in there taking it without paying for it, it tasted better because it was like, I want this, I want this. But as soon as I buy it, the novelty, it goes away as soon as I get it. And I end up not even drinking the whole thing, get tired of it. I'd be like, but when I was in the store, it was the best thing ever. But as soon as you buy it and you start drinking it, you notice that it doesn't have the same oomph to it like when you was in the store. So that the Spirit showed me that that's how this life is. Everything that you be lusting for is temporary. It has no value to it. It's just you looking at it and you desire it because they said it wasn't yours. Because they said it wasn't yours, and because they said you have to pay for it, that's what makes you want it so much. But as soon as you get it, as soon as you do all the things to get it, you go by they method of getting things, working your fingers to the bones, trying to acquire all of this status in this world. And as soon as you get the status and everything, you realize that you are still empty. You walk out of the store. I'm using this store as a metaphor. You walk out of the store still feeling empty. You got all the accolades in the world. You got the new car. You got the house. You got the woman you always wanted. You got the man you always wanted to be with. But you're still feeling empty on the inside. Why is that? Because those things are empty calories. You can't see, it's not soul food. But this type of information, it sticks to your bones. This type of stuff, I'm telling you, it never gets old. It never gets old. It doesn't have a novelty. Truth does not have a novelty to it. It never runs out. It never gets to a point where you say, man, what I learned 10 years ago, that lesson in life I learned, that don't ever get old. But say those shoes that you brought 10 years ago, you don't even know where they are. You probably gave them away to the Goodwill. That car that you brought, the novelty, as soon as you take a car off the car lot, the value of the car starts to depreciate. That means everything in this world depreciates over time. But wisdom and knowledge, it appreciates over time. That means it goes up over time. So that means your investment into this world, it's a fool's investment because it goes down over time. So your time spent in this world should not be spent investing in something that the value of it is going to depreciate over time. You should be investing your time into something like this, these nuggets of wisdom that's going to appreciate over time. So that's why their world is set up, it's fool's gold. It appears to be worth something, but in the end, it means nothing. But this type of information, it appreciates over time. The value of it goes up over time. You see? And you will value stuff like this more than anything in your life. This type of stuff you can pass down to your grandkids. Your grandkids can pass it down to their grandkids. Their grandkids can pass it down to their grandkids, and the value of it never goes away. That's the truth. And it's funny how they put so much value on money, and That's how you know it's a trick of the devil, because time represents energy. Energy spent. That's what money represents. When you're working on a job and they paying you an hourly wage, basically what they doing is saying, this how much money, or this how much money we're going to give you for your energy that you spent out. So money represents energy. So whenever you got $5 in your hand, that represents, let's say, 50 minutes of work. Somebody worked for 50 minutes and they gave this money to the cashier. And when you got the money, because all money do is exchange from one person's hand to the other person's hand. So when you walking around with money in your pocket, you just got somebody's hours on a job. Like I was talking to somebody the other day and I was telling them that nobody owns money. All of this, what I'm saying, is tying together. So just, nobody owns money. We lend and we spend. When you're working on a job, you get paid, they just lended you some money. It's a system of lending and spending. You don't own it because you can't take it with you. You see? So it's like you get the money and you're gonna spend it somewhere else. They're gonna take the money that you spent on their company and they gotta pay their employees with it. So as you see how the devil got us tricked, right? In his system, it's no value in it. You never own the money. You don't take money with you. It's just a lending and spending system. But in God's system of currency, currency represents what? Energy, right? Currents of electricity. That's why they call it currency, because it flows like energy from a person's hand to another person's hand. But you can't take it with you. It doesn't charge up your spirit. So really, you can say that it's counterfeit money. All money out there is counterfeit. It's counterfeit wealth. Real wealth is this spiritual knowledge that I'm giving you right now, that God is using me to give to you right now. So he's using me like an ATM machine. Think of me like an ATM machine. And just by me speaking this wealth out of my mouth, it's like you standing in front of an ATM machine and money just coming out like this. But it's spiritual money that's going to buy you your seat into the kingdom of the United Souls. I really truly feel that in this world, you know how they be working for money to buy houses and jewelry and cars, but they're going to die broke. And because they're going to die spiritually broke, they're not going to be able to buy themselves a seat in the United Souls kingdom. So all of these jewels we getting right now, we're going to take this money, and when we leave this physical body, I believe that we're going to go to a place and they're going to look into our spiritual bank account. And if it's empty, we get sent right back into this human prison bar system. But when we leave here, and our soul, which is a collection of information, when they look into our souls and they see how wealthy we are, they're going to look into our soul bank account and they're going to see all of that information in us. Because everything you're hearing right now, it gets stored down into your memory. Your memory is your soul. It's the collection of information. Everybody's lifespan it gets imprinted upon your DNA. So if you was just a person who lived a life all about sex, ego, and money, And I don't want to hear that left side of the brain. That can't pay my bills. I don't want to hear that garbage he talking about. I don't want to hear that. If you live that kind of life, then you got $0 in your spiritual bank account. So when it's time for you to leave this world, your soul gonna be flying and it's gonna hit a shield. And you're going right back into this hell prison, and you're gonna have to repeat all of this shit over again. But people like the United Souls, when they look into us, automatically the doors will open up. The doors will open up. And I'm not gonna just say we gotta get ours in the afterlife. No, we're gonna get it in this life as well. We don't have to go about working for things like them. Ours is coming in the form of, it's paying off right now. Because when you seek God, he'll give you everything else. It's a simple key to success, you see. True success is learning these things right here that I tell you. That's where true success really lies. And what they call success is really counterfeit success. So we got the real success. They got the counterfeit success. Like I said, they got the counterfeit wealth, the counterfeit money. We got the real wealth, the real success. And we are the chosen ones because we chose this path. They the ones who took that path of depreciating, like I talked about. We chose the path of appreciating wealth. The wealth that they have, look, it's only good for a temporary lending and spending moment. Half of the shit you buy in your life, you forget that you even brought it. But when you get a jewel, like the things I'm saying right now, and it goes from my mind to your mind, that's something you will never forget. Like this lesson I'm saying right now, some of y'all, you never gonna forget this. You're gonna tell somebody else. They're gonna tell somebody. This is real wealth. You can't put no dollar sign on it. It's worth way more than money. And I'm gonna leave y'all with this. I'm gonna leave y'all with this quote right here. And this is also going in the book. You're going to see it in the book. They took the real sense out of us when they created sense. You get it? They took the real sense, S-E-N-S-E, and turned it into sense, C-E-N-T-S. They turned the real money, which is spiritual sense and knowledge, and they turned it into sense. Let me show you. They perverted everything. They turned the real sense into this. They turned it into this. The real sense, they turned into this. I was looking for a synchronicity or something on the year of the penny, but I can't see. Because I know how these videos be. Like, it be synchronicities and everything. So, they took the sense and turned it into sense. Meaning, they made us think we had to buy and sell in order to live. But when we was in our real sense, the S-E-N-S-E, before they changed it into the C-E-N-T-S sense, we could live based on our divine senses. See, real money's supposed to be treating your neighbor how you would like to be treated. Simple as that. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. If the world was really lived upon that rule, the golden rule, we wouldn't need no money. You see? But they took us out of our sense and turned it into sense. And another thing, with money, in this money system, you don't need no morals. Or what if it took good morals, wisdom, and knowledge for you to eat? What if you had to say a proverb when you went to a store to get a loaf of bread? You see how people would take this type of information like with more regard, how they would hold it to higher esteem. But because that's not required, you don't need good morals in a world like this. Only thing you need is money. Money, guns, violence, and manipulation. Violence and manipulation. Because this world is ran based on three things: sex, ego, and money. That's why people don't care how they treat other people. Because in a system where everything revolves around money, I don't got to treat you like shit. You ain't shit to me. You ain't got no money. Fuck you. You broke. You broke. Why should I treat you like anything? I don't want to hear that left side of brain information. That can't pay my bills. Get out my face. That's how they take you. Because they spit on things that's of higher value. But the shit that's of low value, the shit that they can't take beyond the grave, that's what they place on a pedestal in this world. So I want to leave y'all with that. This is going to be the last video until I come back off the hiatus. Not a hiatus, but until I get this book done, you know. In the meantime, you know, somebody start a Jaguar Facebook group page. And I condone it. Somebody start a Jaguar Facebook group page. Preferably a female. And the reason why I say a female, because females they social, they more social than us men, you know, because they just naturally social. They probably got more Facebook friends than the average man. I believe, I mean, they should anyway. I don't see why a man would be up on Facebook with all those friends or whatnot. But you know, somebody start a Facebook left side of the brain Jaguar Facebook group page where we can meet up and post and everything. Until I do an official one, that's somebody's job. I don't know who want to do it. Leave it in the comment section. You can take pictures from the Instagram. You can take videos from this channel, post it on there or whatever. Just a place where we can come and communicate until I start back posting videos. I gotta finish this book. I gotta do this book, and that's all I have to say for tonight. Until y'all see me again, just know I'm being busy. I'm not saying I'm not going to post anymore. Somebody left a comment and said that I should just work on the book, and if I need an update, like about the progress of the book, they said that would be fine. That's pretty cool to do. So I thank that person for that advice. I've read that comment as well. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. So this is like a farewell video until I get back from doing the book. So Jaguar's up. Y'all hold it down until we reemerge again. Next time I come back on this channel, I want to have the book completed. That's my goal. Like next video I do, the book will be completed. So that's where the channel stands right now, because I have to put out some material. I have to put out material. I gotta put material out. I'm not one of these people who just gonna be constantly uploading videos and nobody see no progress. That's pointless. All of this stuff gotta go into hard copy material, so each and every one of you can have this book in your hand. That's what it's about. So with that, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you got some out of the lesson tonight. And this is Left Side of the Brain signing out. Jaguars up.